I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NYMania.
I'm Kayla Walsh, and you're watching NYYankeeMania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
Good morning, everyone. It's Joe, straight from cold New York. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well, and we're doing well. What a game last night, everyone. That was incredible. What a comeback. This team has no quit in it. They fall behind, and you know what's really funny, everyone? They could actually have no losses this year with a little bit more luck. But you know what? I'm very happy. Every Yankee fan should be very happy right now. 3.5, 4 games up. The only team that, of course, is playing over 500. We are very excited the way the Yankees are playing, and a lot more to come. So, first of all, I want to welcome everyone all around the globe that's watching us right now this morning. A little excited. We're going to start our minor league report today. We're going to give you updates of all the players that you've heard of, that you love, and all kinds. So this is new to us too. So don't mind if we're going to be reading a little bit off of a paper. Again, this is the first day we're going to be doing that. So and I want to get, before I start, I want to say hello to some of the people that are here. We have Richmond Valley Pharmacy. Good morning. How you doing? We have Teresa. We have Bob. We have Kevin. We have Jason Bender from Wisconsin. How you doing? How's it going, everyone? And as you slowly come into the show, I want to welcome a new subscriber, Mike, from Staten Island. You're going to see Mike's ad on our show. He's been kind enough to subscribe, and again, thank you. If you ever need anybody to move wherever you are, especially in the New York area, you're gonna call Mike, and we're gonna unveil a little spot for him, for them on our live Yankee broadcast. So stay tuned to that. Thank you, Mike, for subscribing. We really appreciate you. You got it, and we are excited. So many things going on. So many things going on. So let me give you some programming notes, everyone. So today, obviously, we're here with coffee, bagels, and all of that. Then tomorrow, we had the 2 interviews. We had Marco, the beat writer for the Red Sox, and we also had ex-Major League pitcher, New York Met, Jimmy Algabonis. And they were graciously enough to reschedule because the New York Yankees have a day game. And you, the fans, were saying, hey, Joe, you got to put the Yankee game on. You can do the interviews anytime, and we'll listen. But right now, the Yankees are hot. How can you not put them on? So we listened, and of course, so tomorrow at 1 p.m., it'll be live play-by-play on NY Yankee Mania, your place to watch exciting and listen to exciting New York Yankee baseball. So we are looking forward to that. And again, today we'll have our pregame show at 4 p.m., Hopefully I'm sure we'll have the lineups and all of that. And then tonight we are definitely live. And a little side note, as you may know or may not know, on Wednesday nights, Yankees The Ugly Truth, 99% of the time does not do his broadcast because he has a family outing with his kids bowling, and he doesn't mind us saying that. And he's gracious enough to ask us if we would, we would welcome, some people that listen and watch his program. Of course, he's a brother to us. He's a contributor to NY Yankee Mania, Ken from The Ugly Truth. And of course, we're going to do that for him, for you, Ken. And so everybody that watches Ken, Yankees The Ugly Truth, please come aboard. We'll do the best job we can to fill in some tough shoes in Ken from The Ugly Truth. But we do have a good time, I promise, and try to give you the most exciting broadcast possibly can. So tonight, we welcome everyone to the broadcast, and thank you. And you never know, maybe Ken at the end of the game, if it goes a little bit later, he might even pop up. So thank you, Ken, for trusting your people, your audience in us. So we will make you proud, I promise. So that's what's going on right now. What a comeback last night. What did you guys think about it? Did you guys give up? Did you say, hey, now I know one of our avid listeners turned around and he said 8-inning rally. Now he said that around the 5th inning when the Yankees had lost the lead. And he was adamant about it. And then we put him up like in lights. What a comeback. That was great. Rosario just put himself in the lineup for a little bit. Now you got to remember, everyone, the Yankees have a couple of players that are not fit to play every day. But when they go in there well rested, they do damage. And I'm talking about Jose C. and Rosario. For some reason, they are starters, but they're better off coming off the bench. When they come off the bench, they are incredible. They really are. They do a lot. The speed, Jose's speed is incredible. The Yankees have to utilize these guys the right way. Now, it would be in a perfect world, Ryan McMahon, if he would be hitting about 50 points higher at least. I mean, not 120 or what is he batting, like 0.79? That's a little bit out of whack. But if you play these players, now the Yankees have players in the minor leagues, and we're going to go over that in a couple of minutes. We'll first start with Scranton because they have more of a chance right now, obviously, of coming up to the New York Yankees baseball club. But understand how it works here. There are certain players that are everyday players. There are certain players who are young and are not everyday players. You get the best out of that, and the only way you're going to learn is to put them in every day, and then you'll see if they make the difference or not. So a lot of that has to happen with you playing them. The more you play them, the more you'll see what they can do or cannot do for you. But then once you can't sugarcoat it. If the player gives you a great 3 days in a row and then he does 3 bad days and he's doing it consistently, well, what is that telling you? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that the best you're going to get out of the guy is let him play 3 or 4 days a week, rest him, especially with a tough pitcher, depending if he's righty or lefty. That's what you need to do. And you can utilize. The key is to have somebody there with you, somebody else. Now, the Yankees have a guy in the minor leagues, Max Schumann. We'll get into that, but he's not exactly hitting the ball pretty well with authority right now. But again, we'll go over that in a few minutes. But they also have, of course, Anthony Volpe. Now, Anthony Volpe, the struggles and everything that's gone on with Anthony this year. But I think that we can overcome that. Like I've been saying for months and a couple of years, if you put him in one spot, just put him in that one spot, batting 8, batting 9, and leave him alone, and don't think that he is a power home run Babe Ruth hitter. He's going to do you the job. He'll make the plays in the field. He's got a stronger arm than Jose C., maybe a little stronger arm or the same as Rosario. So please, let's not before you were killing him. Now you want him back. Let him play his game. As long as he can play his game, then the Yankees are in good shape. Totally in good shape. So this is what's going on, everyone. So I want to get a few more. Yeah, I want to get a few more people in before we start with the minor leagues. So remember, everyone, we're getting closer to, and our second channel, World Sports Mania, World Sports Mania Entertainment. We're going to be doing WrestleMania, play-by-play of both days at WrestleMania. The great matches that are going on. They're leading so many, and some good news for your fans. Anybody wants to go to Las Vegas, I think by Monday they are lowering the prices. Their prices are way out of whack. We're hearing rumors that Monday good seats are going to come down. And, it's a great idea, but it's not really fair for the people that already did more than so much with that. So if you paid $1,000 and now all of a sudden it's $500, that's not great. But it's good for the fan that's going to buy the ticket. But they have to be a little bit more consistent. They really have to be more consistent. So let's see how that develops. So we have then we also have Ronda Rousey against Gina. I'm going to be doing the play-by-play on May 16th of the match. So that's going to be really, really good. We're going to be doing the play-by-play. So right now they're lovey-dovey, but in a little while they're going to be killing each other, and we're going to have that exciting match right here on YankeeMania and World Sports Mania Entertainment. Also, right now, joining us from his car is the one and the only NITHIN. How you doing? Good morning, NITHIN.
What's up, Sean? Sorry, I called you Sean. What's up, Joe? What's up, everyone in the chat? Good morning. Yeah, sorry. Just heading back home from Jersey City right now. Getting ready for the event tonight with Jack Hughes from the New Jersey Devils. So, guys, whoever wants to come to the event, go get your wristbands and then come meet our guy, Jack Hughes from the New Jersey Devils. So it starts at the lines will start at 5. Only photos with them and no autographs.
Oh wow! Okay. Well, awesome.
Yeah,
are you going to be there? Are you going to be there, NITHIN?
We made it yeah, it's our event too. So we made it a photo thing. So
very, very nice. Looking forward. Get me a photo.
No photo signed. So
I know. I'm just kidding. I just thought that maybe he could say, "Hey, you're listening to YankeeMania."
I mean, we'll try, but there's gonna be a lot of people there tonight. So
no,
it's a free event for the fans. So
awesome, NITHIN. About last night's game, what did you think about it?
What's up, Sean? Welcome to the chat. I sent you the link, Sean. I think. No, I sent you the link, the same link. I put it in the group chat. Let me know if you got it. But yeah, so last night, by the way, shout out to George, man. He came up clutch. He came on the streams late last night, did the last 2 innings. Yeah, so shout out to him. I think he gave us some good luck for the Yankees. The Yankees won last night. Another big home run from Ahmad Rosario. 2 home runs now in the season, and man, what a great team win. And the pitching, Cam did good, even though those few hiccups. But he looked pretty good. So, like George said last night, if that's a bat start from Cam, then we have a great pitcher on our hands. So, it's still early, but like I said, we're sitting at 8-2, one of the best records in baseball right now, along with the Dodgers. But we just have to keep it going. But like I said, big shout out to George from Swinging the Fences for calling the great last 2 innings for us, and obviously staying to the post game. So. Joe, man, I'm excited where the Yankees are. I think the fans don't have to worry. I think We have a lot of depth to withstand these injuries, and I'm really happy about Stanton where he is at now, because I feel like he's rejuvenated. He's on a mission, and he took the time this offseason to fix his batting stance, which is more. It's helping him out. So, and he's hitting for average, which he hasn't been doing for the last few years since he was in the Yankees. But I think this year we're getting the Stanton that we all wanted the first time when we traded for him. So I think you're seeing a more balanced hitter, less strikeouts from Stanton, and also great and showing the speed on the bases is amazing. And if you can keep him healthy for the full season, that's be huge for the Yankees. So far so good, guys. But I'm happy where we are.
Yeah, it was a great night, and we were on the broadcast. We were cheering it on, and I'm like I've been saying, the Yankees are gonna having a special year, and things are gonna really fall into place. So we're really excited, and I'm also excited to say that we're gonna have again tonight's game, the live play-by-play, and hoping that. Nice repeat performance with Will Warren going up, I believe, against Luis Severino. So that should be a very good contested game. Going to be another cold night at Yankee Stadium, but if you keep playing like that, they'll be as hot as a firecracker. So we don't have to worry about the weather. The Yankees are hot. But NITHIN, while we have you on here, we're starting our segment with the minor leagues, and your team and yourself help me put this together.
Is Sean on the bottom? Or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, I sent them. Okay, let me send him the link.
So everybody, pretty exciting. We're going to start with Scranton Wilkes-Barre. And we're doing individuals. We're not worried about the team's record or anything like that right now. What we're looking at, we're going to start with the pitching. So Brendan Beck, I know you've heard a lot of Brendan Beck, and he has an ERA of 1.93. He has 9.1 innings, 15 strikeouts, and he's 1-0. And he is one of the pitching prospects that the Yankees are definitely looking at, and that you saw in spring training. So Brendan Beck,
I sent you guys the stats information. Are you starting with Scranton or Somerset?
No, I'm starting with Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Okay.
And Brendan Beck is one of the guys, and he has a lot of pitching potential. And he's one of the guys that the Yankees will look for if they do need some pitching down the line this year. So we will wait and see how that develops. I think we do have Sean here, and here he is. How you doing, Sean?
What's up, Sean?
Hey,
Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, no, thanks. I don't know. My phone was having technical difficulties, or StreamYard just loves sending me into little black holes.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You're here now. That's what counts.
All right. But no.
Anyway, so we're talking about, first of all, good morning. So we're talking about Brendan Beck right now. His ERA is 1.93 and 9 1/3 innings. He has 15 strikeouts, and he's 1-0. What do you guys think about Brendan Beck? And I'm sure you saw him in spring training. Who wants to go first?
So the one thing with Brendan Beck, we worked with him in the minors too, and we got the first glance at him. He's a good talent, good young pitcher, and he's improving every year. And you saw what he can do in spring training. I think he had a few hiccups, but I think he had a good spring training in my opinion. This is the type of guy you can put him in a rotation or bullpen. But they got to figure out what to do with him. But so far, he is showing his command. And you can tell by the numbers that his pitches are when he has command, he's a great. He's able to locate his pitches, and his secondary pitches are good too. And so this is the type of guy maybe you don't have to You don't have to rush him. Maybe he can come if an injury happens. This is the type of guy you can plug in right away. So let's see how he does the rest of this season, and maybe he can be a call-up candidate for the Yankees if they don't make moves in the trade line. So I'm happy for Brandon Beck. I think he's off to a good start, and he's showing what he can do. Joe and Sean and everybody in the chat.
Okay. And how about you, Sean?
Well, no, I mean, I liked what I saw in spring. And, I mean, Brendan Beck is definitely up there. I mean, I still think the first two coming up the pipeline is, Cruz and, Armin Rodriguez and,
Yeah, we'll get to that, but we're talking about Beck
no.
right now.
Yes, but I like what I like what I see from Beck. I mean, he's got a live arm. He's got great arsenal, and he shows that he has that command, and he has some of that swagger on the mound. And so, I look forward to seeing him in the big leagues.
Okay. One thing I'd like to say to everyone is remember, if you have MLB.TV in your arsenal, you can watch all the Yankee games in the minor leagues, the Scranton, anything. The Patriots. Just go on the site, and all their games will come on. If they're not on, then they'll give you updates and all of that. But you can watch this for yourself, everyone, Tuesday through Sunday. So by all means, and that's what I'm doing. If I don't, I watch the replay and I dissect what we need to watch for the upcoming New York Yankees. So I want to get to Elmer Fudd now, Elmer Rodriguez. Right now, he's 0-1 with an ERA of 1.80. He's got 5 1/3 innings and 2 strikeouts. But we all know what we saw in spring training. So let's get a little dissecting on Elmer Fudd. So, NITHIN, you want to go first?
Yeah, and this is another guy that we worked with in the minors, Sean and Joe and everybody in the chat. He has a live arm, and I can't wait to see him in the majors at some point. But this is the type of guy you don't trade. You keep a close eye on him, and when he was pitching during spring, he did have a good few outings too, and his fastball is up there. He throws gas, and I think he is the type of guy. See, this is another picture where I think, in my opinion, I hope they don't mess it up like what they did to Java. In my opinion, if you want him, I think they're putting, obviously, in Scranton, he's a starter. So I think they need to keep him as a starter, build him up as a starter, because he could potentially be a number 1A, 1B. So in my opinion, you can see him probably up by next year or so. Next year or the year after. I don't know about this year, but if something remarkable happens, maybe potentially you can see him this year. But he's a good live arm. We got him in the Red Sox trade, obviously. We traded Carlos Navarro. I think Carlos Navarro is there.
Yes.
So so this is a great pickup by Cashman, and I think he should be a starter, in my opinion.
Okay. Sean?
Oh, starter all the way. I mean, and he is an untouchable. He's a guy that I would definitely call up if we really need an arm in our rotation. He's a guy I would definitely call up, kind of like what we did with Cam last year. Toward the end of the season, call him up. Middle to the end of the season, call him up and let him go. He'll definitely benefit, and yeah, I could see him as a 1 or 2, definitely a top level starter. So,
okay, yeah, I do too. I think there's no question he has incredible stuff. And he's gonna lead the way in the next couple of years. I mean, obviously, if they don't trade him, but I find it kind of hard to believe this guy has raw power. He's got all the tools, and I definitely think he will be pitching in the New York Yankee pitching staff in the next couple of years. No question about it. He may start in the bullpen, but he's definitely going to start. No question in my mind. And that also leads us now to Carlos Lagrange. He's 0-0, 2.45 ERA, 7 1/3 innings with 5 strikeouts so far. And a little scouting report on Carlos. We'll start with Nithin.
Yes, he is another guy we know really closely and worked with him in the minors, and also we did a couple events with him. At I want to shout out Mama D's Empanadas real quick, a place in New Jersey that we do events at sometimes. So shout out to them. We had Carlos Grande over there. Carlos Grande is a great young kid. Obviously, you saw what he did in spring training, putting up unbelievable numbers, throwing over 100 miles per hour. He throws gas, man. This guy's legit. So I'm happy where he is at right now in his development. Obviously, he needs more work in his command, but once he has that down, it's another guy who could be a starter, a bullpen guy. So I'm telling you right now, this Carlos Grande kid, man, watch out. I think he's a great personality, and obviously he's a dog on the mound, and his pitches are it's crazy good. So he just needs a little bit more improvement, but I think he's there. He's another guy you can see up probably this year or a year or so. So watch out for him too.
Okay. Sean, any comments on him?
Oh, I'm sipping the Kool-Aid, man. Carlos Lagrange, he's a guy that we're another untouchable. I mean, a kitchen sink for an arsenal. He throws to all quadrants of the strike zone. And yeah, like once he gets that full command of his pitches, control of his pitches, he's gonna be a long time dominant starter. And the Yankees, we're gonna get spoiled with him and Elmer Rodriguez. So I'm looking all forward to it, man. And he's got a nice pickoff move too. So
Yes. No, I agree. I agree with everything you guys said. And here's another one again. Good young pitching to go along with the Max Frieds of the world and Will Warren and of course whatever goodness we can get out of Garrett Cole and of course there's still Rodon for another couple of years. So this is really shaping up to be some pitching staff. God, the lords of the gods have to keep them healthy. That's the main thing. So,
and then you look at this. You got Heel. If Heel can rebound back to that side, 2024 Rookie of the Year and a Cy Young contender, and then you got Will Warren who's making leaps and bounds as a starter. I mean, imagine having him as your 5th starter with all these other big arms, and he's still a guy that can go take you 6 innings. And that's gonna be huge. But I'm loving what they're doing as far as the pitching prospects, and all these guys look forward. And we ain't even touched on Selvage and some of those other guys.
Brock Salvage. Who's the other pitcher you're talking about now?
Yeah, no, I was highlighting those 3, and I'm gonna get into some hitting now.
Okay.
You're talking about Brock Salvage and Ben Hess and Bryce Cunningham.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're in the Patriots. We're not getting to that yet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we're with the Patriots. Right now, we're going to stick with AAA and Jason Dominguez. 379, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. He's got 29 at-bats, 2 stolen bases, and his OPS is 1,110. That speaks for itself. Now, that's positive. The negative side, he's not really playing a good outfield. So, what are your thoughts on this guy right now?
Well,
I'll go. Obviously, Jason Dominguez had a great spring, and he's carrying it over from spring to the minors. But the problem, only defense. And so, Joe, you brought it up, defense. His defense is lacking. I think that's what the Yankees are concerned about, his defense, and he has to do a better job of that. And that's why he's in the minors, to improve on his defense. But the hitting is there. He's hitting for average. He's having good at bats at the plate, which is good to see. But now he needs to improve on his defense, and once he does that, maybe they'll find a way to bring him up. But right now, there's no room for him. Where are you going to put him? I mean, DH maybe potentially, but he's a guy, he needs to play every day, and he needs to focus on being the outfielder that we expect him to be. That when they signed him at a young age. So and. Right now, he's confident at the plate, but he needs to focus on getting better as a defender, which I believe he's capable of being a good defender, but he needs to show it. So,
well, George last night mentioned possibly putting him back in center field. Not that he had great numbers there, but it might be a little bit more settling. That might make him relax a little bit more as the ball goes a different angle. So that might help Dominguez. He may never be a great outfielder, but listen, if he could be like a Ruben Sierra type of player. Jason Dominguez, I'll be very happy with that. But Sean, your thoughts on that?
Well, okay, I'll tell you this. My observation for spring training is he looked more comfortable than he did last year in left field. Now, he needs to become a confident outfielder, because there were still plays where he was like iffy on throwing or, which base to throw to, and some of the things that, he should be past. But, and if you bring him into center field, you got to surround him around elite or confident outfielders. You can't just have just throw him out there and expect him to be the best outfielder in the group.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Totally agree. And again, but he's a spark plug, and he would be, God forbid Giancarlo Stanton goes down. And,
I think
he's a great option.
I think he's capable of being a leadoff hitter too for the Yankees, Dominguez.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. He could be. There's no question in my mind. So that's another option. Okay, moving on. Spencer Jones. He has 33 at bats. He's batting .212. He's got 2 homers and 9 RBIs, and his OPS is 782. So not exactly the greatest start, but the homers are there and the RBIs are there. Guys, your opinion on Spencer Jones?
Yeah, I mean, Spencer Jones had a great spring training for the Yankees, and obviously he's off to a slow start. But I mean, he's showing the power. Obviously, he's getting runners in score position, also scoring runs. He has to do a better job with the average. Maybe there's a few strikeouts in there, most likely. I always tell people, Spencer Jones needs to find a way to cut down on the strikeouts, have better at bats at the plate, be patient, and things will come. So once he does that, then he'll. To be honest, I feel like he's ready. Maybe he needs a little bit more polishing, but his defense is there. He has speed. I think I guess I guess they want him to improve on the offense a little bit, so it's there. But eventually we can see him up in the majors, in my opinion. But he just needs to have better approaches at the plate and not strike out that much and hit for average. So
You know,
I think, yeah, no, I'm sorry, Sean. Go ahead, and I'll talk. Go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, I mean, yes, that is one thing he needs to cut down on. But remember, Aaron Judge didn't start cutting down on his strikeouts until his second or third year in the majors.
I agree with
And
you.
you know, he may be a guy that notoriously starts slow in the regular, but then he's gonna heat up and he's gonna give you historic production at the plate. He's a big dude. He's a 5-tool player. And you can tell he's got speed and he's got baseball. He's an intelligent baseball player. What I'm gonna say, and fielding, base running, and at the plate. The problem is being a big guy. You're vulnerable to them low strikes, and he has a tendency of leaving the strike zone.
yeah,
So,
Yeah, no,
but if
you're
he
right.
cuts down
You're
on
right.
it, yeah.
Yes, because my take on it, I think at this point he should just be up in the majors and let him
yeah.
play.
I
I
think
don't think he has
yeah,
anything else to prove.
yeah,
And
he's
he's
ready
got
to
to
be
come
honest.
up there. We saw what he can do. The Yankees know what he can do. He's not limited. And listen, Aaron Judge came up with the knock of striking out a lot, and he learned and he learned and he learned. When do you want Spencer Jones to learn? When he's 30? When he's 33? He's still 25. Bring him up and let him learn. Let him go through the do's and the don'ts. He is a monster at the plate. The other teams will customize their pitching because of that. We'll get more right-handed at bats because of him in the lineup. A couple more lefties will go up against us because they are going to. I'm telling you, this guy, the ball, he could go 9 miles, and I don't think he has anything else to prove. So I really believe that Spencer Jones is about ready. And he's just playing like, can you get me out of here already and let's do this. That's the
Yeah,
way I feel about Spencer Jones.
you know, and I
Another,
wouldn't be.
another go ahead.
Well, I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, mid-May, June, if Grisham is still struggling, not consistent production. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him become fourth outfielder, and they bring up Spencer Jones, throw him out there.
Yeah, I agree. Well, another thing
Yeah.
is that when we brought up Judge, he was what 26, 27 years old.
Yeah,
At a later age, and then Spencer Jones is 25. I mean, why? And the Yankees are waiting. I mean, like Joe said, bring him up now. Well, 20,
yeah.
let him learn it. When Judge, we brought up Judge when he was 26, 27. You can't. I mean, by the time you bring him up and he signs the next contract, it'll be like 30 years old. So
31, 32, yeah.
Right. My fear is this: if he feels that he's ready, and he's lagging out there, he might lose confidence. The Yankees will lose confidence in him. They'll trade him, and then look out. And that's wrong. I think he's ready, and let's just see what he's got. Now you say, well, Joe, who do you get rid of? That's another story. I don't know. And the thing is, do you bring him up and sit him on the bench like they did with Dominguez and then put him in spot starts? Or do you make him down there but you see the numbers.
No,
I want to see 100 at bats. Go ahead.
Spencer Jones is not a bench player. If you bring him up, he needs to play every day. They cannot
Right.
do that to him.
And give him.
This is that's why this is what drives me crazy. This is what they're doing with Dominguez. He's got to play every day. These players need to play every day. And Spencer Jones, when he's up, you cannot spare him. You got to play him every day. He's a Trent Grisham. He's a bench player. So I mean, it's ridiculous how they deal with these prospects. Look at these other teams. They play them right away. All these other teams signed up to contract extensions way early. Look what the A's are doing. They're signing their young players. The Red Sox are signing their young players because they believe in them. If the Yankees believe in them, then play them. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No,
No, and y'all
it's
know how
right.
I feel about the Yankees and yo-yoing their prospects, their rookies. You yo-yoed, and it's like it's enough. Just give them a consistent shot in the league. Give them, I don't know, 100 at bats at the beginning or whatever. Give them a few months. Let them adjust to the big league pitchers. Let's see, and just let them play, man. Let the kids play.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree with you. And again, let's see how it all develops. Right now, like I said, he's got to play down there, but he doesn't have much to prove, in my opinion. He's batting 212. Okay, well, it is what it is. Listen, we've got major leaguers up here that are batting 0.39. So let's not even go there. So, Now the
Hey,
last
212.
person I wanted to talk about is Max Schumann. Now Max has been up 28 times. He's only batting 154. He's got no homers. He's got 4 RBIs, and his OPS is 574. A lot of people think that he's the most natural shortstop that we have in the organization, aside from possibly George Lombard down the line. So, what are your thoughts on this? And I think it's a little disappointing that he's batting 154 after the spring that he had. Nithin, go first.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
All right. Max Schumann. Ken. By the way, shout out to Ken from Ugly Truth. He does a great job with the shorts and all, and play-by-play. And I think he should. I agree with Ken. I think after the spring he had, he should have been with the team right away out of spring training. So I mean, obviously he's a defensive wizard. His offense is not there, but he did show some offensive capabilities in spring training, so that was a good sign. But now he's struggling right now in the minors. So this is the type of guy I would love to have on the bench because he can be a defensive replacement, obviously for defense, or kind of like that. So I do see Max Schumann coming up, getting called up here, but not right now. But I think at some point you might see him. But I agree with Ken. I really like him on the defensive side, and he's one of the best. I think he could be one of the best on the team right now when it comes to defense. And he has a good throwing arm too.
Yeah. Sean, and guys, do you agree on that?
Well, I agree with it, but also I think, like Ken said, it should have been that we done a platoon situation with Caballero and Schumann. Let Rosario play the other positions. Have Schumann. I mean, you seen that defense he had? He was making plays that are like extremely hard. He made them look easy. And he was knocking out the routine ones like like cutting butter, So, that's a guy that belonged on this roster, and the Yankees made a mistake, just like they made a mistake trading Trey Sweeney.
Yeah, I love Trey. So I love Trey Sweeney, and we worked with Trey Sweeney also in the minors. He's a great young kid, and Detroit got a good player in him, Trey Sweeney. And by the way, shout out to Jake who's in the chat. Welcome, Jake. I think he said, Joe, I don't think having Cabby and McMahon on the left side of the infield is on the top of the Wells catching is sustainable, he said.
Yeah, and he also said that he says watch Boone tonight, rest Rosario against Severino. Well, I wouldn't doubt it, Jake. I wouldn't doubt it. I'll be honest with you, but you don't know. Let's see. But as far as the Yankees have to make a decision about definitely about the leadoff guy because Trent is not getting it done. I'm sorry.
No.
He's just
And
not
then
getting it done.
but the way I seen Jazz limping after that last at bat, he might get the day off.
Yeah.
Jazz is
Well,
also struggling too.
there is a possibility that he strained his foot yesterday, so he may be sitting out a day or two anyway. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Will they call somebody up, or will they go Rosario and put McMahon back at third? I don't know. I don't know what the thinking there is, but something will develop. But no, I think Rosario I really believe that he needs to play, and he's done nothing wrong so far with the Yankees. He's a cheering board. He's a hitter. He's made all the plays. We got to find a little spot for him. I don't want anybody getting hurt, of course not. But if Chaz is hurting a little bit, then put Rosario on second base for now. Even though it's righty against righty, at this point it doesn't matter. Rosario can hit. He can flat out hit. So,
I'm like, play your best players. Play your best players, Boone. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Boone. Play your best players. Rosario plays. You gotta sit. You got like 4 guys struggling. Now I understand that Wells. You might even give Wells the day off. Play Escara. You might get better production and consistent defense, and not an airmail to center field when a runner goes. Because you want to be fancy and do a 3/4 slot. No. Yet, just make a direct throw.
Believe me, I hear you. I definitely hear you. And again, they're 8-2. What are they? 8-2, 9-2, whatever they are. But the bottom line is they're doing well, and we're happy. So let's take it one step at a time. I hope it doesn't come back and beat us in the backside. But let's move on to the Patriots at this point, guys. And the one guy that stands out that really did nothing but in spring training, but has an arm that might be better than the old timer Dave Parker, who had a rifle. This guy can throw from anywhere in the stadium, a BB home, and that's I know the last name is Fernandez. I hate to. I think it's Fernandez. Right. He's been up 37 times. He's batting 270. Get this, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, and his OPS is 1,002. So that is outstanding, actually. And there's something to consider right there. Is he trade bait? He might be. If he's putting up those numbers, he might be. And if he continues to hit like that, then you could put Bellinger possibly in center field, put Fernandez out there, and have a whirlwind there. Now, to me, if Fernandez keeps developing, he is really, really good trade bait. Good morning, Corky. How you doing? He is trade bait.
Welcome to the chat.
So he is one of the guys I would definitely think that he's up for the trade deadline if he continues to hit like he's doing. And also another thing with Fernandez, I wouldn't doubt it. He's young enough to possibly play first base. So there's another option along with Ben Rice and, of course, Paul G. Paul G has been spectacular this year. We have no complaints with either of the first basemen. Ben Rice is learning on the job. So we're very, very, very excited for that. So what you guys saw of Fernandez, what did you think? Nithin, you go first.
By the way, shout out to George's father, Chris, for bringing him up last night in the chat. He brought up Fernandez. Fernandez didn't have a good spring, but all of a sudden he's skyrocketing in the AA. So this is the type of guy maybe you keep on for a little bit and see how he does, and maybe he could be trade bait. You never know. if he continues having a strong season, or you keep him and bring him up and have him play first base or different positions. So this is the type of guy you should have. You should wait on before trading. But he can definitely be a trade bait, Joe. I agree with you. Potentially getting a bit bigger piece to the team. But Fernandez is the type of guy that he's young, and I think you're seeing the potential what he has. And Joe, you're right. His arm is like a cannon. But he I don't know what happened in spring. It was just a little struggle with him, but he's showing what he can do in the minor league. So I'm happy for him. It's a good sign. I think we keep him. Hopefully, we can keep him for a little bit and see what happens. But like I said, he can definitely be a trade bait for sure.
Yeah, and what I like about it is that what I'm worried about is that, like I said, I mean, he could be another Fred McGriff, and that's what scares me. I know people are going to say, Joe, you got to trade somebody once in a while, and I understand that, but know where I'm coming from, because I'm the veteran here, and I'm telling you, I don't want to see it again. I don't want to lose. I don't want a Fred McGriff on my hand. I don't want Jay Buhner on my hand. I don't want Mike Lowell on our hands again. I don't Willie McGee. I don't want to see this again, and it worries the heck out of me because we're talking about years and years and years again, and that's what bothers me. That's what I'm. But we've got to get somebody really, really good and controllable years. You can't trade these guys for somebody who's going to become a free agent. That's my concern. Otherwise, I'm fine with it. But if you're going to trade somebody for the fact of they're going to leave the team, that's what bothers me, guys. So it's not that I don't mind. I don't mind trading someone, but you got to get somebody that's going to be with you for a while. Do you guys agree with me?
I agree.
I agree with you, but
go ahead.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think you need to get something back that is valuable, and maybe control. And Cashman loves to get players back that are under control for a few years. So I think they have to. The Yankees have to find something they value, and they want players that are controllable. So I can definitely see that happening. Hi, Katie. Welcome to the chat. What's up, Katie?
Here's a wild take from not so wild side. How about you turn him into a Ben Zobrist type player? He's got an arm, he's got the defense, he's got the speed, but you try him in the minors being a versatile player, and you see how many positions he can play and handle, and then you get him to focus. And then you help him improve the bat. That way he doesn't lose the bat trying to learn the basics. But you know, stick him in left field, stick him in right, stick him in center, stick him in first base, play him at the hot corner. You know, and you figure it out before you bring him up to the majors. And then we got another guy, you know, like we did with Oswaldo Cabrera.
Yep.
But then we got another guy that when we bring him up, he's a guy we can put in any position. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's got a bat that's situational bat, and he's got speed that kills. You remember when we brought up Alfonso Soriano?
Yeah.
Joe? We started him as as the Homer Bush replacement. Remember in 2000?
Yeah.
Where he played sparingly, but you know they used him to steal bases late in the innings and manufacture insurance runs. Then he started spelling, you know, Luis Sojo and a few of the other guys in the infield.
What's up? What's up, Merck? And welcome to the chat. What's up, Corky, Katie, everybody, Des? Welcome, guys. Yeah, I do, Sean. I do remember that, and obviously, another thing is, Sean, I like your idea with the Ben Zobrist thing. I think that's what made the Rays so successful when having a guy like Ben Zobrist or like that, those type of players and who can do multiple things. So, Sean, I can definitely see him being that type of player where he plays multiple positions. So
Or like
Yeah,
Gerald
I got
Williams.
to I got to acknowledge Merck here. I don't know if you guys touched on this, but you guys have to look at Ernesto Martinez Jr. Look at his numbers right now at AAA. The kid is a light tower power. And you're right, and that's bad on me, Merck. Thank you for bringing that up, because as I was doing my homework this morning, I actually went over that name. And you're right. So tomorrow's show, we're gonna dissect, or maybe pregame at 4 o'clock. We'll go over Ernesto's numbers, and he is. I forgot. You know, anytime you hear like a junior, you get excited because you always think of Ken Griffey Jr. and people like that. So Jose
Cal
Cruz
Ripken.
Jr. Yeah. So. But thank you, Merck. We appreciate that. I promise you, either at the pregame or tomorrow morning show, we'll touch base on that. And thank you, Merck. If there are other players that Merck and anybody else want to hear about, let us know. And you can do research with us. And if you like, you guys can come up and talk about it. If you like, we'll discuss it. You know, we're an open book here on NY Yankee Mania. Go to joeyankees28@gmail.com, joeyankees28@gmail.com, and we'll discuss it. And I appreciate that. That's what I love about our chat. Everybody gets involved, and we love that. We love that. Well, we have a few more minutes. We have a few more minutes, guys. And I just wanted to touch a couple of people on the Patriots. And of course, the
wait, real quick. Thank you, Bert, for bringing that up. And also, he said that he's a first baseman. Yep, he is a first baseman. And he had a pretty good spring. So I'm happy where he is. I think he could potentially be a big help for the Yankees too. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And one quickie in the writing, Jake says, I'm not understanding why they're not calling Schumann up. Well, I could tell you he's batting 130, and that's just as bad as Jose's doing. So it's 1.5. I mean, how do you justify getting a 130 hitter to a 159 hitter? It doesn't make sense. If he was batting 270, 280, even 250, you might have a case, but not when he's batting 139. It's not going to happen. So, just take that in consideration.
Although I wouldn't mind a platoon situation with those two, just defensively.
We know
what Schumann can do
you can't
defensively, but
justify
yeah.
bringing up a guy batting 130 right now. You can't justify it because you're going to say you have Rosario there, you have Jose. And in a pinch, you could always, and again, they're not hitting, but I was talking about moving. Remember, they made the experiment of putting McMahon at shortstop for a little bit. So you're not going to bring up another 130 hitter. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, I understand that. But, my issue with that whole McMahon experiment, we already got burnt with the Torres experiment.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. I know. I don't know what their thinking there was. I really don't.
I agree with that.
Another thing that I think bothered the Yankees is maybe they thought the development of George Lombard Jr. was going the opposite way, and they wanted to be prepared to see what they also had in McMahon for shortstop. But if you want to talk, we'll just touch base with George Lombard for today, as we're running out of a little bit of time here. George Lombard Jr. is batting .667, 9 at bats, a homer, an RBI, a stolen base, and his OPS is like ridiculous, 1,922. So, wow. I mean, I know it's a short. It's only 9 at bats, but calculate that into 100 at bats, and you got a superstar. So, and I'm glad for the kid because I believe I said it on the game last night. Eventually, this guy's going to look like Alex Rodriguez. Guys, take it away. Nithin, you start us off, and then Sean.
Yeah. So first of all, guys, Sean, everybody in the chat, Mark, our client Marcos Grunfield will be now coming on the show Thursday, April 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Great. Thank you, Marcos, for understanding. We really appreciate it. Really,
Yeah.
really appreciate it. Thank you. And
Yeah,
thank
so
you, Nithin, and your team for the understanding.
Yep. So he'll be coming now on Thursday, April 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern. So guys, stay tuned for that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what do you call? Yeah. So George Lombard Jr., as everybody knows, his father has experience, and I think he's still the coach with Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously he's brought up with a great family. He's a great kid. We worked with him before in the minors, and for him to get off to this hard start is big for him. And Joe, I'm happy. Like you said, I'm happy for him, and I think he's a superstar to make. And hopefully, his defense is out of. It's amazing, his defense. It's crazy how he makes all these plays, and the offense. Once his offense gets there, he's a full player. He brings speed, and I can definitely see an A-Rod in him, but it's too early to tell. But I can definitely see that. I think he can be up maybe in a year or so, or even this year. So, but he's off to a hot start. I mean, over 1,000 OPS is crazy, and in the early going, and batting 666. Man, it's amazing. So kudos to him for working hard. And I think he's gonna be. This is the type of guy you don't trade yet. You got to keep him.
No, you got to keep him. But if he keeps this scorching hot thing in Double A, I'd bring him up to Triple A and let him get some seasoning for the. And don't just do like you did with Volpe and give him 22 at bats in Triple A or 22 games or whatever it was. You know, get him half a season or majority of a season in Triple A. Let him make some of the adjustments and get ready, and then you bring him up. Especially if, God forbid, hopefully this lockout doesn't happen. But if it does happen, you bring him up ready to go. Especially if Volpe continues to struggle after he comes back from his injuries. You want, but at the same time, you should show the Yankees need to show trust in these young kids. They show they got the talent. You drafted them for a reason. Now you gotta play them the right way. You find the best positions that they can play, and you play them at their best positions. No more throwing them in places where they don't belong.
I agree.
Yeah, stop trying to mess up these kids.
I agree. Now NTBG says, what's wrong with giving Lombard a cup of coffee? The Dodgers do it all the time. Bring up prospects that are doing well and give them a taste of the big leagues. I agree with you. What they probably would do with that is possibly bring them up in September. But I can't see them doing it earlier than that. They'd really have to be in a desperate state.
I mean, we did that in '95.
Yeah.
We did it with '95 with
Remember everyone, last year he did not bat well. He didn't look good at the plate. It's only been since spring training, all of a sudden he has been amazing. So let's see. Let's give it a before we go nuts, at least give it to the trade deadline, and let's see what we're going. I mean, obviously they're not going to trade him. Don't get me wrong. He's untouchable. But you can't just go because he had a full year last year, which he was amazing in the infield. I mean, I saw plays. I rubbed my eyes like, wow, what the heck was that? But his hitting was a lot to be desired.
Yeah. So tomorrow, a player that I want to talk about tomorrow is Jax Kilby, the infielder. I think he is another potential star in the making. So I want to talk about him.
I have one that I would love to talk about tomorrow.
Yes.
Yep.
Tyler Hardman.
Yeah.
Yep, he's
not
another
higher.
one that I have down. Yes.
Yeah, we worked with him in the minors before, and we're close with him, and he has 4 home runs this year. So kudos. He's
Well, you're also hitting like 500.
Yeah, he's
and,
batting 500. He's got a homer, 4 RBIs. He's got 8 at bats, and his OPS is 1.555. But again, it's a small sample. It's a small sample. Let's not get crazy. But let's see now. Tonight there's going to be 2 more games, so we can add on to those batting averages and all, and we'll check that out tomorrow morning. But this is a great review, guys, on minor leagues. This is awesome. There's not a lot of talk about that, and I think that NY YankeeMania is going to put more emphasis on the minor leagues, especially that we have NITHIN and his sports team that they do things with these players. So you never know. We can get a surprise every now and then when they're off. Not putting any pressure on NITHIN and his team. But, who knows? We can come up with, we're talking about George Lombard all of a sudden. Hey, guess who's coming on tomorrow? So you never know. Yeah. You never know. And that's why I want to open up the horizons on this show and talk a little bit more about the minor leagues.
Yeah, and also make sure you save those links I sent you, Joe, because when you click those links, the stats will update too at the same time.
Awesome.
What was that?
No, make sure the links I sent you for the new segment. Make sure you save those links, because once you click those links, the stats will update also.
Oh yeah. No, thank you. I appreciate it. You're the best. We're gonna continue this tomorrow, everyone. But we've got another long day. We have a pregame show coming up at 1:00. We're going to be doing the Yankee game tonight at 7:05. So there's a lot going on, folks. We have been on for about an hour. As the days progress, we will go on a little bit longer. But we appreciate you being here, guys. Some final thoughts as we go off. Sean, take us out first. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys. I mean, what a win! What a comeback! We took care of business in the 8th inning, and you know what, Yankees, play a lot more like you did in the 8th inning. Don't come out flat. But guys, and we'll definitely bring more of these reviews and on the AAA and AA and the minors. And but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we've got Will Warren on the bump against our old friend, old prospect who couldn't stay healthy with us, Louis Severino. So yeah, this time let's give him some payback. He gave us some payback the last couple years, so it's time we pay him a little good message from a friend.
Yeah, he was pitching good against the Mets the other day, and then he imploded a little bit. So I think the Yankees know what to expect, and hopefully they'll get him out of the game real soon. So that's a possibility. And thank you, Sean. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you get a lot of rest today. And NITHIN, your final thoughts?
So great stream, guys. Great, awesome job, Sean and Joe. You guys did a fantastic job, and what a new segment. Great idea for this. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be big for this channel to dissect the minor leagues also. And shout out to Ken for thinking of that idea too. And my team and I will definitely try to get some of the players on the stream here too eventually when they're off. So, yeah, guys, keep up the great work. Shout out to the chat. Let's go Yankees. And I feel confident that Will Warren will do great tonight. And hopefully we keep this strong start growing at 8-2 so far, and we're obviously one of the best records in baseball, along with the Dodgers
and the Brewers.
Keep playing, and the Brewers. Yep, 8-3. So I'm looking forward to seeing Will Warren and Luis Severino match. it should be a good one. And then I'm telling you right now, the A's are a good team. Don't.
Oh, I know. I know that they have a good thing.
They're another pesky team like the Marlins. They don't give up, and they made really good offseason moves. That's why I like if they could be a sneaky team, but they're setting up well for their move to Las Vegas. But with a great young talented team and that offense, man. Sean and Joe, if some of these players can pick up the averages, that offense is legit with Nick Kurtz, obviously, and you got what do you call it, Lawrence Butler. You got what's his other guy's name?
Shea Langley,
Brett, yeah, yeah,
Brett Rooker.
and Brett Rooker. Yeah, so if they get a couple guys going, that lineup is scary. So, yeah, so let's go Yankees. Let's keep this going, and obviously after this series, we go to Tampa. So let's get it.
Yeah, you're 100% right. So, yeah, guys. So, look forward to see you guys at the pregame show at 4 p.m. And any other Yankee news or anything breaking, we will give you in a little bit later on. We may do a YouTube live a little bit later on. We'll keep you posted with everything. But another big day here, and again, looking forward to the New York Yankee game tonight, play-by-play, and we will be back with you at 4 p.m. So, God bless you all. God bless America. Thank you, Sean and NITHIN from the car. Sean just coming home from a hard night's work, and we will see you at 4 p.m. We will send you out with some promos and then automatically go off. So God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go Yankees.
I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NYMania.
I'm Kayla Walsh, and you're watching YankeeMania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York YankeeMania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.